Welcome to the last session, that is session number 11 of module 5, arches and cable structures, for the subject analysis of determinate structures, and myself Vahini M, working as assistant professor in Government Engineering College, Haveri. So in the last sessions we have analyzed cables with supports at same level as well as at different level. So in this session we are going to take up analysis of suspension bridge with 3-hinged stiffening girder. The bridge will be stiffened with the girder. So let us assume ABC as a cable of span L, and on the H be the dip of the cable. Okay. So let A dash, B dash and C dash be the girder which is used to stiffen the suspension bridge, wherein at A dash, B dash, C dash it is hinged at A dash, B dash and C dash. So as we all know that the cable is supported with the suspenders or hanger bars which are equally spaced. So therefore this load can be treated as a UDL acting on this girder. So let us assume W1, W2, W3 as any external applied loads. Either these may be point loads or it may also be a UDL. Okay, so let these W1, W2, W3 be the externally applied loads. Apart from that, if you consider the girder only, so A dash and B dash are the hinges. So let us assume the reactive components as RA dash and RB dash, and as the suspenders are equally spaced, so the load can be treated as uniformly distributed. So whose intensity we can assume it as W per meter run. Okay. So how to analyze this stiffened girder means, the first step is to find the reactions, that is RA dash and RB dash, for these applied loads. Either they may be point loads or they may be UDL. So for the applied loads we have to calculate the reactive components for the girder, that is RA dash and RB dash. Next we have to calculate the intensity of this UDL. We will not be knowing the intensity of UDL. So after finding the reactive components we have to find the intensity of UDL, which is W per meter run. So after finding this W, we have to find shear force and bending moment at any section on the girder. Okay, so shear force and bending moment have to be found to analyze the girder. So how to find the shear force at any section means, shear force at any section X is equal to shear force due to given loading. So that means shear force due to these applied loads W1, W2, W3 like that, and then minus shear force due to this W in that is UDL, whatever the load acting on due to this suspenders. So because of that UDL you have to deduct that shear force due to UDL. Next, how if you write it, shear force at any section X is equal to, beam shear is nothing but the shear force due to these applied loads, minus, how to find this shear force due to intensity of UDL means, this is intensity W into L by 2 minus X, L by 2 minus X, where L is span of the cable and X is the distance of the section, either it may be from the left end or from the right end. Then bending moment at any section X is given by bending moment due to the given loading, that is bending moment due to these applied loads, minus bending moment due to this UDL. Okay. So if you write the equation, bending moment at any section X is equal to beam moment, that is bending moment due to these applied loads, minus bending moment due to this UDL is given by W into X into L minus X by 2, where X is the point or the section where we require the bending moment and L is span of the beam. Okay. And then after analyzing the girder, then you have to analyze the cable. How to analyze? So we have already analyzed the cable, so we have to directly apply it, because since we are treating it as subjected to UDL, so we have to find the reactive components for this UDL. So the vertical force due to this UDL V is given by the vertical force due to this UDL, since it is equally distributed throughout its length, the vertical reactions will be exactly half. So they will be equally shared by the two supports. So therefore vertical reaction due to this W is given by W into L by 2. So intensity into span divided by 2. Next, horizontal reaction H, this H here HB is given by WL square by 8H. So this equation I have obtained directly. Okay, so you can analyze it by taking W as the unknown and then keep it in terms of L and H. If you find the reactive components HE and HB by taking bending moment at C and equate it to 0, so then it will be WL square by 8H. Okay, so directly we can use it to find the reactive components of the cable. Next, we have to find maximum tension and its inclination. So Tmax is given by root of V square plus H square, and its inclination theta max is given by tan inverse of V by H. So if you carry out this much calculation, so that completes the analysis of bridge, suspension bridge with a stiffening girder. So let us move on to a numerical problem on this one. 3-hinged stiffening girder of suspension bridge of span 120 meter is subjected to 2-point loads of 480 kilonewton and 600 kilonewton at a distance 25 meter from left support and 40 meter from the right support respectively. The tip of the cable is 12 meter. Determine maximum tension in the cable, shear force and bending moment values for girder at 40 meter from the left support. This is the given problem. First we will draw the cable structure. So this is the cable structure. The span is 120 meter and the dip is 12 meter. Okay. So it is subjected to 2-point loads of 480 kilonewton and 600 kilonewton. So this load is 480 kilonewton at a distance of 25 meter from the left end, and this one is 600. So this load is 600 kilonewton at a distance 40 meter from the right end. Okay. So now if you write only the girder portion, okay, so these are the externally applied loads of 480 kilonewton and 600 kilonewton at 25 meter from left end and 40 meter from the right end. Okay. So let W be the intensity of UDL. Let RA dash and RB dash be the reactive components at A dash and B dash. So how to find the reactive components means first by applying sigma Fy equals 0. Okay, so if you apply sigma Fy equals 0 for the applied loads, we have to calculate RA dash and RB dash for the applied loads. You should not consider this intensity W. Okay, so therefore RA dash plus RB dash minus 480 minus 600 equals 0. So that gives RA dash plus RB dash is equal to 180 kilonewton. So take it as equation 1. Next we will apply sigma MA is equal to 0. Take moments of all the forces about A and equate it to 0. So that implies, so minus RB dash, this RB dash is inducing anticlockwise moment about A dash, therefore minus RB dash into 120. So the span is 120 meter plus 480 into 25 and then plus 600 into what is the remaining length. If this is 40 meter, then what is the remaining length? It will be 80 meters. Okay, 120 minus 40, it will be 80. So therefore 600 into 80. So if you simplify it, we will get RB dash as 500 kilonewton. So substituting back into equation 1, we get the value of RA dash as 580 kilonewton. RA dash is 580 kilonewton. So now we have to find the intensity of UDL W. How to find it? So we will apply bending moment at C dash is equal to 0 because this is a hinge. Okay, bending moment at C dash is equal to 0, Either we can consider the left part or the right part. So in this case, we will consider bending moment at C dash by considering right part as 0. So write the section up to this B dash and C dash. This is the section. Okay. So now if you write the equation for bending moment at C dash, so RB dash vertically upward, therefore positive, RB dash into 60 meter. Why it is 60? It is exactly at the center. The third hinge will be exactly at the center. Therefore 120 divided by 2 is 60 meter. So RB dash into 60 minus 600 into this distance. If this is 60 and this total distance is 60 meter and this distance is 40, then the remaining distance is 20 meter. Therefore 600 into 20 minus W into X by 2. Minus W into X by 2. So let us substitute, since we have considered the section X as at the C dash position, therefore X value as 60 meter, therefore 500 into 60, RB dash is 500, 500 into 60 minus 600 into 20 minus W is unknown and X value is 60 into 60 by 2. So if you simplify it, you will get the intensity of UDL as 10 kilonewton per meter. So we have analyzed the bridge and obtained the, we have found the reactive components and now we have obtained the intensity of UDL. So now we will go for the analysis of shear force and bending moment values for girder at 40 meter from the left support. So let us write the section up to that section X. So we will be having this 480 kilonewton which is acting at 25 meter from the left end. So the section is at 40 meter from the left end and the intensity is 10 kilonewton per meter. Okay. So RA dash is 580 kilonewton. Okay. So now if you write the shear force equation, shear force at any section X is equal to RA dash minus 480. This is upward and this is downward, minus load intensity into L by 2 minus X. This equation is fixed. Okay. W into L by 2 minus X. So if you substitute the values here, RA dash is 580 minus 480 minus 10 into length span is 120 by 2 minus X is 40. So then we are taking a section at 40 meter from the left end, therefore X is equal to 40 meter. Okay. So shear force at any section X is equal to minus 100 kilonewton. Minus means it is acting in the downward direction. Next we will calculate bending moment at any section X. So which is given by RA dash into 40, RA dash into 40 positive minus 480 into 15. So minus 480 into remaining distance is 50. 40 minus 25 is 15. Minus W into X into L minus X by 2. So this is the equation for the UDL. Okay. So let us substitute the values now. 580 into 40 minus 480 into 15 minus intensity is 10 into X is 40 and L minus X by 2 is 120 minus 40 by 2. So if you simplify it, you will get bending moment at any section X as 0. So you may get some numerical values. Okay, but for this case it is 0. Okay. Next we will go for the analysis of cable, that is to find the maximum tension and its inclination. So to find the maximum tension we should know the reactive components due to this UDL. Okay. So vertical reaction is given by WL by 2. So let us substitute the values. W is 10. Length is 120 by 2, so that will be equal to 600 kilonewton. And horizontal reaction H is given by WL square by 8H. WL square by 8H. If we substitute it, W is 10 into 120 square divided by 8 into H is 12 meter. So therefore, if we simplify it, H will be 1500 kilonewton. So now maximum tension in the cable is given by root of V square plus H square. So V is 600 and H is 1500. So if you substitute it, root of 600 square plus 1500, this should have been 1500 square. So then Tmax is equal to 1615.55 kilonewton. 1615.55 kilonewton. Next, inclination of Tmax with respect to horizontal is given by theta max is equal to tan inverse of V by H. So if you substitute it, tan inverse of 600 divided by 1500, you will get an angle of 21.8 degrees. So the angle made by the tangent drawn to the suspension cable at the support is at an angle of 21.8 degrees with respect to horizontal. Okay, so that is the analysis of suspension bridge with stiffening, 3-hinged stiffening girder. Okay, so that is for the module 5. That completes the module 5, wherein we have analyzed arches, both parabolic, 3-hinged arches, both parabolic and circular arches, and having their supports at same level as well as at different level. Okay, and then we have analyzed cables having supports at same level and different level, subjected to point loads and UDL. Okay, and now we have analyzed suspension bridge stiffened with the girder. Okay, that completes the syllabus for module 5. Thank you.